Oh, good evening. සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් සියලු දෙනාටම ආයුබෝවන්. හරි. එතකොට අපි අපේ last lecture එකේ අපි කතා කරේ අපේ මේකට අදාළව control structures ගැන. We have talked about the control structures in our last recording. According to that, the control structures are sequence, selections, and repetition. Sequence means some method of flow. The selection is we have to select, we have to decide the way. And repetition means it is repeating the same task again and again until the end. That is the simply definition. Sequence. If the steps from the beginning to the end, the algorithm are carried out in a strict order, is called the sequence. Again, අපි හරි පිළිවෙලකට order එකකට අදාළව පටන් ගැනීම ඉඳන් අවසානයකට යෑමේ ක්‍රමවේදයට තමයි sequence කියන්නේ. Sequence is a method. Okay. It is a method that from the beginning to end of an algorithm is carried out in a strict order. It is called as sequence. Okay. Sequence is that one. Then the other one is when you're talking about that, selection. What is selection? Then selection, when you're talking about the selection is a situation where the steps are executed depending on whether condition of an algorithm satisfied or whether it is satisfied or not is known as selection. There's a condition. According to the condition, there's a true value and the false value. True value means yes, false value is no. If we going for the yes way, we can satisfy or else we can not satisfied about the answer. There are two options. The other selection in select. According to this, admitting to the grade 1, I have mentioned here, the condition is the student should be below 5 years. Not below 5 years to admit. For the class, the deadline date is 31st. Then we are considering on this one, the age is 31st of January, and if the student is age is below 5 years, cannot admit, or else we can admit it. Then this is the true value according to this one. This is the false value. The false value is positive. Okay, like that. We can change the admission to grade 1. If the below 5 years at 31st January, the child cannot be. They're passing the sample. If the mark is more than or equal 35, mark is 35 or more than pass. Okay. Equal or more than, it is pass. If not, it is fail. Okay. Buying a book. Then the other one is the buying a book. If you have money equal to or more than the price of the book, you can buy the book. If not, you cannot buy the book. That is the thing. That means the money is available with me and the price. We have to compare those things. If the price is, if the money available with me is more than the price, then I can buy it. Or else I cannot buy it. Okay. Then that is the thing. This is the repetition. What is repetition? Repetition means we have to go several steps. If one or several steps of an algorithm are repeated until the condition is satisfied, is called repetition. It is called repetition. Until the condition is satisfied, it's called repetition. Okay. The repetition is that. Then the other one. Here, according to that, the repetition, there are different types of examples we can mention here. Let us consider the process of the class teacher marking the attendance on the register. if we are marking on the attendance on the register, the teacher is calling calling the name of the student. But then, if the student is absent or present, the teacher is marking what? If the student is absent, marking 0. Until the end of the student at the list, the task is repeated. Okay, that is the thing. The task is going to repeat. Like that, right? We can mention different types of things here. The other one is, let us consider the process of reading the paragraph. When we read in the paragraph, the number of words. The words means one by one word is calculated into the current word. Okay. Read the first word of the paragraph. The number of the word is 1. Read the next word. Adding to the number of words. That means it is plus into here. Okay. Plus into here. That means the same thing plus into here. Okay. The same thing is plus into here. That means the number of words. Every time this is happening, the number of words is calculating up to this one. Okay. That is the thing happening. Okay. I think you got it. That is the thing. The number of words is calculating to that's the same. ഇത് एक आप ये तरीके कथा करेगा. Representation of algorithms. When we represent in algorithms, we can use different type of tools. That means symbols. Start, input, process, decisions, flow, directions, and connectors. Also, we have talk about some examples in a sequence of the steps of the beginning to the end executed in order. Finding the area of the circle. Area of the circle. That means at the starting point. Start at the start and the end. We are mentioning these two. This symbol. At the input and output processes, we are mentioning this one. The process, the rectangle, and here the decision we are mentioning like this. Okay. And the flow direction. Flow direction is like this. Okay. And the connect is of this. Flow direction is this one, and the connect is this. Like that, guys, we can create that one. The other one is sequence. Yes, according to the sequence, the starting one is this one, and the ending one is this. At the starting point, the input and the radius is this one. Input is this one. Output is this one. Then the calculate area is the process. That is the process. Process is here. Then after the input and the radius is like this, input is like this, happening, the output is like this. Okay, you can mention it there. Then the start one and the end one. Here, we can mention. The selection, when you're talking about the selection indicates like this. Selection indicates like this. The flow of direction, depending on the condition being satisfied. The selection, the find whether the number is odd or even. The number is odd or even. If the number, we are checking the number odd or even, input the number, input in the number, and remainder when the number is divided by 2. That means if the number we have entered is 4, we are dividing by 2. The remainder, that means balance is 0, it is a even. And we are dividing the number again from the next one, we will think 5, then there's a remainder is 1. Then it is odd. Like that twice they are getting this thing. The remainder is 0, it is an even number. That is the true. Okay. And the odd number, it is remainder is 0, not 0. Not 0, that means there will be 1 or any other amount. Then it is every time the 1, not any other amount, sorry. 1, it is the odd number. And the end is this. Like that way, we can make an algorithm for the selection. Then we'll see the other one. The steps, several steps repeated till the condition satisfied and the curriculum till the project is satisfied. Here, The selection indicates the flow direction depending on the condition being satisfied or flow direction. Flow direction is satisfied or not. Here, the steps or several steps repeated till condition is satisfied. Several steps or several steps will be continued until the it is satisfied or not. According to that, the finding the total of some numbers. Total of some numbers. Finding the total. Then we'll think this up. There are numbers. 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 like that. Then how it is happening? First of all, 2 and 3 is out. Then total. We have to think the total. Total. When we search in the total, TO. Then firstly 2 and 3 is plus. Then the answer is 5. Then the answer is 5. Answer is 5 means the total is 5. Total is 5. Then after the total is connecting with this one. Total plus 5. Okay. The next number, n number is there. The n number. Like that twice the same thing is repeating. Every time one is getting the summation with the other one, and the next number is 5. Like that twice until the numbers are finished, it will it will continue up to 8. Okay. Thereby, we can mention here the total is 0. Get the number in first number. Then the total and the next number. Next number. Total and the next number. Then after, like that was, are there any more numbers? Yes, it is continuing here. Okay. If it is no, the output and the total will be entered. Okay. Like that was, it is getting continued. Just a moment. Okay. Then this is the thing. Okay. Every time the number is calculated into the same number, then it will be starting until the. Are there any more numbers? That means the according to the calculator, 3 plus 4, 3 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12. Like that as we want to get the if you want to get this entire total, it will be going to up to the end. Like that was it will. Then the other one, then that is it. What is the pseudo? Pseudo codes is a special thing. That means previously we have mentioned like this here representation of an element. How we represent that? There are two methods we have discussed. One is as the algorithm or using the flow charts. The first method is flow charts. The other one is pseudo. Flow charts is a diagrammatic method. Okay. Then the pseudocode is we are explaining the algorithm. What we are explaining the algorithm in these terms. It is easy, very easy to understand for the program also. Okay, because we are using English terms. Also, no need to keep in remind about the symbols also. But the symbols is a special thing. The diagrammatic thing is not so boring. Also, we can understand it properly because the other thing there are two different ways. We cannot compare. The flow charts is used for the used to present how the algorithm is built to step like that. Okay, diagrammatic pattern. Okay. And this is the method of providing the explanation using the terms, using the English terms. When the algorithm is presented in a simple English terms, is called a pseudocode. The pseudocode are independent of computer language. Independent. It is independent. That means not dependent on anything. It is independent. Pseudocodes can be converted to any programming language instructions. That means it is no any dependency things, we can convert the pseudocodes into any programming language. It is a basic thing. The pseudocodes make the computer programmer easy. Then it is make the computer programming easy. It makes the computer programming easy every time. Then according to that one, at the starting point, we are using the beginning. Then after we are using end, input, read, get, like that. The other one is output, display, show. We are using that one for as the output display show is using as the output. Okay, like that. We are using it as the output to indicate the beginning. To indicate at the end. At the end, we are using the end. And for the input read get, it is indicated as the input. Okay. The output display shows this one. It shows at output. Here. Output display or show. For to show the output, we use these terms. Process and calculate. Indicate the process. If then else end if. Those are used to indicate the selections. So selections we use the if then else and the end if terms. For do while and why. Repeat until those are used as the repetitions. We know the control structures, repetitions, selections, and sequence, the things. Anyhow, as same as in the as same as in the flow charts, we are using the terms to represent the process, entire process in the algorithm. Okay. Then that is the meaning of the pseudocodes. So we have to note down it. So this one also we have stopped the thing at the last thing. You have to get this example. Then write. First of all, we have stopped the class at these 2 points. Then the other one is the repetition. These are the selections using the this is the sequence flowcharts to represent a sequence. Okay. Sequence. This is the method of sequence to step beginning at the end to the executed in order sequence. Then this is the selection. This is the selection. Selection. There are two. You have to write the selection representing the selection using the flowchart. You have write here representing the sequence using the flowchart. Representing the representing the sequence using the flowchart. Representing the sequence using the flowchart. The next one is, then you have to write it representing the sequence using the flowchart and draw this one. Okay. The other one is representing the selection. Under this one you have to write here representing the selection using the flow. Representing the selection using the flowchart. Representing the selection using the flowchart. We are using the selection using the flowchart. That is the thing. Selection using the flowchart. The other one is representing the repetition. The topic you have right here. Representing the repetition. Representing the repetition using the flowchart. Represent the repetition using the flowchart. That is the thing. Then you have write it here. There are several steps in the repetition. The repetition is repeating here until the end. If it is no any numbers at the end, that is the thing happening. Repetition. Then after you have write the next topic, pseudocodes. What is the meaning of the pseudocodes? Now we have to write pseudocodes. Pseudocodes කියන්නේ එතන මොකක්ද? Pseudocodes කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ගත්තොත් දරුවනේ අපිට ඉංග්‍රීසි ලැන්ග්වේජ් එක යූස් කරලා ඇල්ගොරිතම් එකක් පහදන විදිය. ඇල්ගොරිතම් එකක් පහදන විදිය ඉංග්‍රීසි ලැන්ග්වේජ් එක යූස් කරලා. ඒතර ඒකට common terms තමයි යූස් කරන්නේ. එතන අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් beginning කියොත් starting එක. end කියන්නේ end එක. Input, read and get කියලා කියන අපි ඒකෙන් පෙන්නනවා මොකද? Inputs. Output, display and show. That means අපි පෙන්නන දේවල් ඒවා output සිද්ධ කරනවා. Process and calculate used to indicate process. එතන ඒක ඇවිල්ලා processors තමයි පෙන්නන්නේ. Then else වගේ දේවල් මොනවා හරි selection එකක් මොකක් හරි selection එකක් සඳහා තමයි ඒක කරන්නේ. තෝරා ගැනීම සඳහා වගේ කාර්යයකට තමයි ඒක කරන්නේ. තෝරා ගැනීමේ කාර්යයක්. ඊළඟට අපි ගත්තොත් තෝරා ගැනීමේ කාර්යයක් වගේ දෙයකට තමයි ඒක කරන්නේ. ඊළඟට අපි ගත්තොත් while for do while and while ඊළඟට repeat until වගේ ඒවා යොදාගන්න repetition එක සම ඒවා අපි යොදාගන්නවා repetition එකක් වගේ දෙයක් represent කරනවා repetition එකක් represent කිරීම සඳහා තමයි ඒක යොදාගන්නේ මම හිතනවා ඒක පැහැදිලි ඇති කියලා pseudo codes වලට අදාළ. එතන අපි ලියමු මෙහෙම pseudo codes කියලා ලියලා වෙනවා. When an algorithm is presented when an algorithm is presented in a simple English term when an algorithm is presented in a simple English term is called a pseudocode. When an algorithm is presented in a simple English term is called pseudocodes. Is called pseudocodes. When an algorithm is presented in a simple English term is called pseudocodes. Is called pseudocodes. Is called pseudocodes.